Good evening, everybody. It is 6 p.m. on June 23rd, 2022. This is a public hearing called forth by the Community Board 11 Chairman. It's not mandatory attendance for board members, and this is regarding the open meetings law, the ability for us to meet remotely going forward after the state of emergency has been ended. Currently tentatively set for July, a date in July. I didn't have anybody formally register that I saw for the hearing. Let me just double check. I give those people preference. We are live streaming onto YouTube. Okay, so yeah, we have nobody who signed up online. So if we could start with members of the public who had joined us, I see Kingsley Taylor. If you would like to comment for 2 minutes, you're more than welcome to.
Actually, this is
yeah, it sounds like you're unmuted. Can you talk?
Actually, this is my very first community board meeting.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I unmuted. I don't know why, but oh, maybe no.
The keyboard muted. We can come back to you too.
My volume is up.
Jeremy, I hear him.
Yeah,
I hear him too.
It says you're muted too.
My volume is up too.
No, I think it's you, Jeremy.
Jeremy, we
can
hear
hear.
him.
I can't hear. I don't know why.
I can hear. I just want to tell everybody that this is my very first community board meeting. Actually, I just came to.
I don't know. I can't hear.
I just came to listen. Really, is anybody?
Right. So I don't know how you want to do this then. If Yahe, you're the vice chair. I don't know if you want me to make you a co-chair. I'll jump out of the meeting, try to jump back in.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe there's a problem with my. Yahe, hey, can you hear at all? Are you able to do that? Or Veronica?
I hear you, Jeremy, loud and clear.
I don't know why I can't hear. I really don't. Stop my video. Yeah, so you hear me, but I can't hear anybody else. At least. So I'm just going to make. Yeah, hey, and Veronica co-host. I'm going to try to jump out and jump back in.
Bravely standing at the podium, Mayor Eric Adams asserts the Supreme Court's decision.
Live stream everything. All right, I'm jumping out.
They should rush out to buy a gun.
Will not allow our city to live in fear.
No, leave.
That any altercation could evolve into a shootout.
Currently, only about 1,700 New York City.
Veronica or Yahe, do you want to take over?
Or
licenses issued by other counties.
Jeremy, if you want, I'll take over.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, good, Veronica. Terrific. Hi.
Okay. So the public hearing, as Jeremy said, was to hear from the public. So let's see, who do we have on? Do you want Bob Press? Bob Press, do you want to talk first?
Not necessarily. I just joined, so go ahead.
Okay. So we also have Roxanne Delgado. Roxanne, would you like to speak?
I guess you call Bob Press, let him go first, but can you mute the background? There's a lot of background noise.
Sandra, I think that's your background that we hear. You have your TV on.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Not on
Better.
now.
Better. Now we don't hear it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. Since Bob Press and Roxanne aren't ready to speak yet, we can move on to Kingsley Taylor.
I am ready to speak. Hello. I am ready to speak.
Oh, you are ready to speak?
Yeah, but you called first. I figured that was the order they called.
Right.
So
Veronica, Kingsley, excuse me, Roxanne, Kingsley said this was his first meeting. He didn't want to talk. He just wanted to sit in. Is that okay with you? Yes, I
That
see
is
him.
perfectly fine with us, yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Roxanne, go ahead. Bob wants to wait, so you can go ahead and,
I'd like a 30-second warning, please.
okay.
Okay, so I'll start right now. So regarding this public hearing, I'd like to say first, in the last part, public hearing regarding e-scooters, the district manager stopped the live stream while the meeting was in session. This was in violation of the open meetings law. Second, regarding this proposal, I don't have any objection. I think having a remote option is actually very viable for not just for the board members, but also members of the public who tend to have hours that are not normal working hours, just like myself. My hours are not normal. And lastly, I'd like to say, however, I feel like reading the proposed amendments and the law, the changes in open meetings law, I think that the board members should be seen when they do the meetings remotely, because I think sometimes the board members may be logged in, but they're not really present at the meeting. And I say that based on the fact that some board members don't even know what they're voting on. I spoke to one recently; they were not aware about who was nominated for the upcoming election, tonight's election. So I feel like going forward that they should be seen if they're doing remote meetings, as they will be seen if they were in-person meetings. And as well as the fact that when you do a motion, they should either say yes or no, not just, is there any objection? All you hear is silence. I think sometimes people may be logged in, but they're not really attending the meeting remotely. So I thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Bob. Are you ready now?
Yes, I just had to make a few more notes, and thank you to the previous speaker. I attended the live meeting at Community Board 11's office on the 15th. And in looking at the governor's executive order, it's signed June 17th. So I don't understand why the two meetings on June 16th weren't live meetings, because they were supposed to be live, and the executive order extends to July 14th, for those who may not know. And then she has the option of resuming it, because this is what she's been doing every month. Is at the time she looks and says, well, our numbers aren't low enough, our COVID numbers, I'm going to resume it for another month. Hopefully in a month they'll be lower. So we were able to, for 2 days, to have live meetings. And we had live meetings on one day, and the second day they had visual meetings. I'm not against these visual meetings, like again the previous speaker said. However, I would love to get back to live meetings. Our attendance for Community Board 11 has dipped to almost zero. There are only a few members who were speaking. I'm appalled that there are only 3 board members who were here out of 30. What are we still at 34 right now? And the number at one time goes up to 50. These board members who are not here should not be on the board. Okay, if you want to be on the board, you need to come to these meetings, and I strongly support the 3 members who are here. Okay, because I see them always at meetings like this, and I never see other members. It seems like there are members who come just for one meeting or leave early or whatever, and we need members on this board. This community is going through a change. All right, you're going to see things happening in this community that this board is not going to be ready for. And members on this board are going to need, to be at these meetings, and they're going to need experience, which they're not going to have. All right, and that's all I got to say. I don't care what the board does right now, because this is going to change anyway in a month. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we can go to the community board members. If you want to speak.
I'm sorry. But see, that's why I didn't want to speak first. He mentioned that I was for in-person meeting. I never said that. I said that when you do remote options, the person should be seen in the video, so we could be sure they're in attendance. I never said that was only for in-person meetings. This is why I don't like to speak before certain people. Anyhow, thank you.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Right.
So now we're going to go
Veronica,
to,
Jeremy is
Andrew.
back. If you want him to host it, or do you want to continue?
it's okay. You could take over, Jeremy, if you want.
Can you hear me?
We've already,
Yes,
yeah,
we
we've
could
had
hear
the
you.
gallery people speak, for the public speak, I mean, and we're moving on to the board members as.
Can
as
I
public
ask a
speakers.
point of order, Ms. Veronica? Which
Yes.
board member is chairing this meeting?
It's not a meeting, Bob.
What?
It's not a meeting.
You're chairing it, Mr. District Manager?
It's not a meeting. I
It is
mean,
not a meeting. A public hearing is a meeting. And it should be run by a board member.
It's- Right, well.
Okay, I'll continue to do it then.
And I hope the Mayor's CAU representative who is now on here knows that. Thank you.
All right, thank
Okay,
you,
so-
Veronica.
All right, Sandy, do you want to speak as a public member?
All I could say is I hope that we could still do remote meetings, that we should have the option of having the remote or the in-person. And some of the reasons have to be valid, such as maybe someone has night blindness, glaucoma, or they are in transit, maybe because they're working late. So there are a lot of reasons I think that we should continue having a hybrid meeting, both remote and in person. That's it
Thank you,
for
Sandy.
now.
Phyllis, would you like to speak?
I guess I also like the hybrid, but the only issue I have with it is we don't know a lot of the board members. We've never met in person. I met 2 of them at the precinct council breakfast. Before that, I mean, there's half of the board members that I've never met before.
And Jeremy, correct me if I'm wrong, but if we do have the hybrid, board members are only able to join under particular circumstances, right? Otherwise, they have to be in person.
Yeah, so I yesterday outlined I took the model from the State Committee on Open Government. And so in order for us to do this, you have to vote on a resolution. They had a draft resolution that I was able to easily insert Community Board 11 for. And yeah, there's very specific reasons. Well, you have to provide very specific reasons. I don't know
And
what
the
else.
motion would be at the full board meeting, right? Not
Right,
today.
with the hybrid, we just have to put on the video like I just did, basically.
Yeah, anybody. So
Yeah, that's not a
just let me
problem.
I mean, we really shouldn't. I mean, we should get. I mean, really, it's just from the public on what they. I mean, I'll if you want, I could share the screen. If you want, that's helpful, so everybody can see where to go to for this.
Yeah, that would be great, Jeremy, if you could do that. I'd
All
appreciate
right,
it.
so, all right, let me share my screen and I'll do a quick tutorial for everybody. Because this is a problem last month and we talked about a few of it, but I know it wasn't exactly clear. So I open up Edge here. Everybody can see my screen.
Not yet.
Not up.
It's not up, Jeremy.
Let me share my video. That would help. Okay. All right, let me share the screen again. Don't press the wrong button. All right, everybody can see it now.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So newyorkstate.gov/BXCB11. Go to meetings. Go to agendas.
Right.
Eventually it works. Okay. And then the open meetings law agenda here. This draft resolution. So I took what the state did. It's all publicly available online what the state did. You could just copy and paste. You could just copy and paste this first whereas. I'm sure you'll find it. If you want, you can do a tutorial on that too.
Jeremy,
This is
just get
all
to the
draft.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. 1 second. All right. So you have to, after a public hearing, you have to vote on a resolution. And it's very clear. In addition to this resolution, they had a draft model procedures. Model of procedures. Let me just search. I forget exactly the wording. Disability is an excuse. All right, so it's here in the resolution. So requires members be physically present at any such meeting, quote, unless such member is unable to be physically present at any such meeting location due to extraordinary circumstances, including disability, illness, caregiving responsibilities, or other significant or unexpected factor or event which precludes the member's physical attendance at such meeting. And so this, you see that, the yellow disability? So the
Right.
reasons have to be clear.
So
Let me
Jeremy,
also,
does the board, wait a minute, Jeremy, does the board itself have to come up with legitimate reasons for a disability like night blindness, glaucoma, broken leg? I mean, anything.
if you want to get into details, you can, but I think you get lost in the weeds.
I
And-
understand. So then we leave it open and we're not going to list.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be reasonable. It should be common sense, right? And
Well,
in
yeah,
addition, in addition, for the model procedure, section 3 here, the member must notify the community board office. I just put the office because it's easier than listing the committee chair versus the full board chair and all this nonsense. Just make it the office, Chris, Harry, and me, and then you have to notify us no later than 4 business days prior to the scheduled meeting. I mean, look, and then if the extraordinary circumstance presents themselves on an emergent basis, so if, for example, like right now, I'm sick. I feel better today than I did yesterday, but you know, something like that happens. I got COVID, whatever. I'm not, you know, within 4 days, again, you don't want to paint yourself into a corner. But it's pretty clear here. And if you want to tweak the wording, by all means. But I literally just more or less copied and pasted.
Hey, Jeremy, I had some technical issues. Did we hear from the public yet?
Yes, we did. Me too. I had to restart my computer.
Yeah, I had to restart my phone and it takes forever after I tried Bluetooth, speaker, everything I tried. Okay, so how many absences per year are board members allowed? I think it's 3, right? We said it was 3?
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So because I don't want this to turn into a full board meeting, I think if you have a comment or statement, I think we should just get into that if that's okay, because I'm going to have to do stuff to prepare for the meeting at 7.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, so so this is just everybody's putting out a statement. We're not making any decisions, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has, Bernadette just joined us. Yeah, I mean,
I think we have some new people from the public that joined also, if we want to give them a chance to speak.
yeah, I see Alina from the mayor's office. I think she might be intending to come to the meeting at 7 o'clock.
Yes, I'm just here, just, listening in. I was invited, so I just sort of want to get an idea and report back to what you guys, your stance is on this. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, Alina. So my recommendation is the same one I had last month, which is give up to 2 or 3 opportunities for people to be able to attend remote hybrid. And after they use their 3, then they cannot. If they attend, they don't count towards the attendance. That was my recommendation last month, and I'm sticking with the same recommendation with that. And do you know if the hybrid attendees count towards the quorum or not?
No, they don't.
They don't. Okay. Yeah, because
and a quorum has to be established first. I think Sandy said it. You have to have your video on. If you attend remotely, you can't do a call in, right?
So again, that's why I think we should limit it to 2 per year for each board member, because if we have it more than 2, and then 15 people decide not to just do hybrid because everybody has a childcare issue or sick or car issues or whatever the case may be, or work-related issues, and then another 10 people don't attend, then we don't have a quorum, and then we can end up in that situation a few times during the year. And I don't want to, waste everybody's time, and I don't want to waste my time and be there, and we don't have a quorum for the 20 people that did show up and the 15 people that did dial in and they're prepared to do it on camera. So that's my stance. That's the one I mentioned last month, and I'm sticking with it.
I
So
agree
I
with that.
put
There
in-
should be a limit.
I agree also.
Okay, I put in the chat the document I got. I lifted the draft resolution and model procedures from. So in case anybody wants that. And then Bernadette, I don't know, Bernadette got a chance to speak. If there's anything you want to announce, Bernadette, or about the
No,
open
as-
meetings law amendment.
No, as far as I mean, I'm in agreement. I think that there should be some sort of, I think there should be a limit because then, I think that 2 absences per year, is that what it is, or is it? I'm sorry.
That's a proposal. No,
That's
that's
a proposal.
yeah.
I absolutely think that that's too, I think it should at least be 3. I think that it should be more. I understand, but stuff does happen. People have other, work, etc., on vacation. This does not include being excused. Am I correct? So this is actual absences where somebody did not call in. So I think 2 is too little, to be quite honest. So I think 3 or 4 are should be a max. But because life happens and we all have to balance it out. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'll go with whatever everybody else feels, the majority votes.
Okay. So then we have 2 other people who joined us, Hazel and C. Slater. I think hopefully that's the last of it, and then we'll end the public hearing. So I guess Hazel was first. It's up to you, Veronica, if you want to call in.
Yeah, Hazel, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Oh, I have something I would like to say if Hazel doesn't.
Go
I think Hazel's about to speak.
No, it's okay. I was on mute. I was trying to say something. Go ahead, Hazel. I'll talk.
No,
after
no,
you.
go ahead, Sandy.
No. Personally, if we go on remotely and you have on your video, why shouldn't we be able to vote, and why shouldn't our vote count? And I agree with Bernadette. 2 is too little. 4 might be a better number, because there are some people who will not be able to drive at night, maybe due to night blindness or whatever. But their vote
one of
should
the
still
issues we have
count if they are on, on video and you see them.
I think one of the issues is, Sandy, that I think in order to have a quorum, we have to have people in person to make the quorum. People on the video aren't included on the quorum.
Maybe
So
they
if we
should
have
be.
too many exceptions, then it could possibly cause an issue.
Yeah, but why did we say that if they're on the video that they don't count towards a quorum, or is that just an assumption? Where does
I
it
think
say?
that's on the proposal that Jeremy put together for the meeting, that it's just a guideline. I think, Jeremy, that being a quorum, it has to be in person. That's not from the BP or the mayor's office, right? That's just something that was put together, or is that part of the official rule?
Say it one more time.
The part where that only people in person would count towards a quorum and people on the video wouldn't. Is that just something that we decided we could put in, or is that actually coming
No,
from the
that's
BP's
that's
office,
part of the
the
law.
mayor's office?
That's
Part of the law, yeah.
state law.
So that's not something that we can change, Sandy. That's
All
part of the
right.
law.
But members who are after the quorum, to my knowledge, they can vote. As long as the quorum is in person, they can fully participate. They just can't count towards quorum. I mean, I see some people in the chat or whatever maybe are confused about that, but that's the state law, to my knowledge.
All right, so if we get 18 people today and we have a quorum, oh, no. It wouldn't make a difference because it's a hybrid today. It's all remote today anyway. So that means we would have a quorum because it's a remote meeting, right? As long as we have 17 or 18 people meeting remotely, correct, Jeremy? Tonight?
If you look at the document I put in the chat,
Yes.
one of the Q&As says, which members of the public body may count toward a quorum? And it's the people who are physically there, but so a member who is participating from a remote location is not open to in-person physical attendance by the public, may not be counted toward a quorum of the public body, but may participate and vote if there is a quorum of members at a physical location open to the public. So you have to maintain the physical quorum, and they can participate and vote. Otherwise, this is the law from the state.
All right, understood. So tonight's meeting, since it is all done on WebEx or Zoom or whatever, we still have to have 17 or 18 members present to vote.
Yeah, whatever the quorum is at the time. Yes, we have the half plus one. So, because again, we're going to start running close to the meeting. We have one more member of the public who showed up. I would say we give them their opportunity to speak for 2 minutes, unless they just here to observe. C. Slater, did you want to speak?
No, thank you.
Okay. So
Can I just say something about
Yeah.
the
Hey, so
attendance?
go ahead.
Yeah, I think two absences is not enough. Maybe 3 or 4, but I think that as long as you call and let Harriet or Chris or Jeremy or whoever know that you're not going to attend, I think that, that'll excuse you, because there are people that just don't show up and don't tell anybody that they're not showing up. And there was like one time when I went home and I completely forgot that we had the meeting. So, yeah, I don't think 2 absences is enough. I think the 3 or 4. As long as they
2 absences, right? If I'm correct, it was 2 remotes, 2 times logging in remotely, not absences.
Oh, I thought we were talking about absences.
No,
No,
we
no,
had 3 absences, I thought.
Yeah.
So we put in
Oh,
3.
okay. My mistake, sorry.
Yeah, the suggestion was for the remote, how many times a person is allowed to remote during the fiscal year. Is there anyone else that didn't get a chance to speak, Jeremy?
Nope.
I don't think so. Okay.
So we know it. So everybody's aware we have a meeting at 7 o'clock, where this will be continued, most likely.
To say the least, Jeremy.
So
Right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We appreciate it. And I hope you join us at the full board meeting to voice your concerns.
Veronica, did you get the treasurer's report, or are we gonna have to wait?
No, we got it. It'll be dispersed to the board soon, but it
All
was
right.
submitted.
Great.
So
All right, everyone. See you later.
I'll put the info for the meeting at 7 o'clock in the chat, just for anybody who may not know how to get that.
See you guys at 7.
And I close
All
the
right,
meeting.
see you at 7.